Hello, constantly curious viewers. Today, we're diving into the wild, wacky, and wonderfully bizarre world of Robot Monster, a movie so unique it defies explanation. Released in 1953, this science fiction film holds a special place in the annals of cult cinema. Is it a hidden gem, a glorious train wreck, or both? Stick around, because at the end of this video, I'll stream the entire movie for your viewing pleasure. Let's begin with the story, such as it is. Earth has been devastated by an alien overlord named Ro-Man, who resembles a gorilla wearing a diving helmet. Yes, you heard that right. It resembles that because that's exactly what it is. Played by George Barrows, the budget constraints of the film demanded creativity. The filmmaker's solution? Slap a space helmet on a gorilla suit and call it a day. The movie opens with a family inexplicably surviving the apocalypse. Professor, Mother, Alice, Johnny, and Carla. They've somehow eluded Ro-Man's calcinator death ray thanks to an experimental vaccine. This vaccine not only protects them from disease, but apparently from death rays too. Science.
So, the calcinator death ray really cannot harm you. Your father must be a brilliant scientist.
He's got a super serum that keeps people from ever getting sick.
How do you know it works?
Because he tried it on me and Carla and Alice and Roy and everybody. And we don't get sick even when we swallow capsules with real bad bugs in them.
And the two men who took off on the rocket ship, they also had this injection?
Sure, they...
Ro-Man operates out of a cave filled with bubbles. Yes, bubbles. The machine spewing them is meant to look alien, but it's actually a glorified aquarium filter. Trivia time. The bubble machine malfunctioned during filming, and the crew decided to leave it in. Director Phil Tucker reportedly said, "Bubbles are cheap and magical. Magical indeed. And who doesn't like their terrifying alien overlord to be magical?" The character development is non-existent. Here are some highlights worth noting. Ro-Man. The titular character has a philosophical side. In one scene, he laments, "I must, yet I cannot," about killing Alice. It's a Shakespearean dilemma wrapped in a $50 costume. Alice, the headstrong daughter. In a bizarre subplot, Ro-Man develops romantic feelings for her. Yes, the gorilla diver hybrid has a crush. This leads to cringeworthy moments that are equal parts hilarious and horrifying. Johnny, the precocious little brother. His dialogue is so earnest, it's unintentionally comedic. He challenges Ro-Man with lines like, "You look like a pooped-out pinwheel. Burn." Here are some production facts for you. Robot Monster was shot in just 4 days with a budget of $16,000. Most of the film was shot in Bronson Canyon, a popular location for B-movies. Here's some trivia. The same canyon was used in Invasion of the Body Snatchers and Batman, 1960s TV series. Clearly, Robot Monster had big aspirations. Another fun fact, the music score by Elmer Bernstein, yes, the same Elmer Bernstein who scored The Magnificent Seven and Ghostbusters, was surprisingly good. Bernstein's lush orchestration is almost too grandiose for the movie, adding an unintended layer of irony. The climax involves a battle of wits between Ro-Man and a child. Johnny questions Ro-Man's methods, asking why he's destroying humanity instead of studying them. Ro-Man's response? "I must do as ordered. Logic is an enemy, and truth is a menace." Is this social commentary or just gibberish? You decide. Now let's talk about the ending. I may spoil it, but I mean, you had 70 years to watch it. That's on you. Without giving too much away, let's just say it's a cop-out. It was all a dream. Or was it? Johnny wakes up to find his family alive and well, but the movie leaves us with a haunting image of Ro-Man emerging again. Sequel bait or confusion? Either way, it's quintessential 1950s sci-fi. So, why has Robot Monster endured for 70 years? Its sheer earnestness is endearing. Despite its glaring flaws, the movie exudes a charm that's hard to resist. It's a relic of a bygone era when filmmakers dared to dream big, even with tiny budgets. The film has been riffed on countless times. It's also inspired generations of filmmakers to embrace low-budget creativity. Think of it as the cinematic equivalent of an ugly sweater. So bad, it's good. If you've enjoyed this review, hit that like button and subscribe for more bizarre and wonderful explorations of cinema. And now, As promised, the main event, Robot Monster. Grab some popcorn, call your friends, and let's revel in this glorious oddity together. You won't regret it, or maybe you will, but either way you'll never forget it.